If you're going on a very long trip, you want to make sure that your trip is as pain-free as possible. And so we're going to talk about a couple of things to think about when you're in your vehicle to make those trips no sweat. So first thing, let's make sure that your seat has plenty of support. If you've been in your vehicle for a really long time, you're going to have an old vehicle and you almost see a divot in your seat. You want one of those seat cushions that's going to help bolster your rear and hold your pelvis in a really good position. The next thing we want to do is we'll get into the vehicle, and when you're thinking about being in a good position in your vehicle, we need to make sure your head, your arms, your lower back, and your hips are supported well. Here's how we do that. If your seat is too far backwards, what you're going to notice is you're going to be reaching out too far in front of you. When you reach out far in front of you, that will strain the shoulders. If the shoulders are elevated also, that will strain the shoulders, and that will cause neck pain, shoulder pain, and pain in between the shoulder blades. So you want to make sure that we don't lean way back, but that we actually bring our seat a little bit forward so our arms are in a better position. You hold that steering wheel nice and loose. You hold that steering wheel nice and loose, and you're going to see a lot more comfort in the shoulders. The next thing we'll think about is the position of your head. If you're sitting way back in your vehicle, a lot of times we end up with this forward head posture situation. To fix that, we actually have to fix our seat. So we got to pull this thing forward to where it's actually holding you up pretty straight. You may think for a moment that it's entirely too straight, but if your seat is positioned forward enough, that's going to hold your head, your shoulders in a normal position. It's going to make it easy for you to keep your arms where it needs to be. The next thing we need to think about is our lower back. We want to make sure we're supporting our lower back really well, and usually the best way to do that is by having a lumbar support. Some vehicles have a lumbar support that you can adjust, maybe by turning a knob or pushing a button. Some don't have lumbar support, and so usually we need to help bolster that, because in your vehicle, if you have lumbar support, if it's not enough, we got to do something. Or if you don't have support at all, we've got to do something about that. So we'll grab, not this, but I'm going to use my blanket as an example. We grab a lumbar support, you put it back behind your back. And for each of us, we're different. We all need something different. We may need a different size. There's lots of adjustable sizes for that lumbar support. But if you get good support, that's going to help with the lower back. Also, you want to push yourself back so that your rear is as far back in that seat as possible. Keeps your pelvis in a good position. So when you put those pieces together, push back so that your rear is in a good spot. Use good lumbar support. Have your seat up far enough, tilted up far enough so that your head isn't too far forward. Keeping your arms nice and loose, you're really covering all your bases here. But if you want two exercises that will help also, sit in your seat and push your head back. Those neck retractions are going to help with that forward head. So you just sit here and you push your head into the back of the seat. The next exercise we're going to do are shoulder retractions. You're going to bring your shoulder blades together and relax. Bring those shoulder blades together and relax. Bring them together and relax. Repeat those 20 times, 5 seconds apiece. Do that once every hour or two while you're driving. Put those pieces together and we're going to make sure that your back will survive those extra long car rides.